Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about Raphinha and give my appreciation towards this player because of what he has been doing for Barcelona, not just this season, because obviously Raphinha has been fully on fire so far, but I also do want to appreciate Raphinha for what he has done in the previous season and the season before that one. Raphinha did arrive at Barcelona back in the summer of 2022, so it has been basically 2 years since he became a Barcelona player. Now, I do want to answer a few questions about the whole Nico Williams and Raphinha dynamic. There were a few questions about whether Barcelona making the right move. Maybe all of this was supposed to happen. Maybe Barcelona was never supposed to sign Nico Williams because they had somebody better, which was Raphinha. Because the whole idea during the summer was Barcelona wanted to have an 11 that contained an attack of Nico Williams, Pedri, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski up top. That was basically the whole agenda, the whole idea. Barcelona wanted that. Even Deco explained that yes, we have offered Nico Williams a proposal, but he said no. He did not want to come to Barcelona, and Nico Williams was faithful to Statistical. So fast forward a few months later, Nico Williams recently spoke up about the whole situation between him maybe going to a different team. This happened like literally 2 days ago. And so this is what he said, and I quote, "My heart is Bilbao, but nobody knows what will happen in the future. Have I ever considered leaving? It's always good when big teams have you on their agenda. I've always been clear that I wanted to be here. It is a feeling not experienced at other clubs. If there was anything real, it was something from my agent. There was approaches from other clubs. One of the reasons for staying was to play in Europe with Bilbao." So like I've said, many have been stating that Barcelona got rejected by Nico Williams because they couldn't even afford him in the first place. No, it's simply because Nico Williams wants to be with Statistical because he is faithful. And I find nothing wrong with faithfulness, loyalty. It's okay, right? I understand when a player really does love their club, and especially when it is their boyhood club. It's fully understandable. I just really do think, and I'm going to continue to say this, that it is a mistake coming from Nico Williams. It is a huge mistake for him to say no to Barcelona today. Yes, I know that he is going to be scoring goals, providing assists with Athletic Club. Maybe they do win a few trophies. Maybe they could, right? It is always possible. Nico Williams and the players that is surrounding him, they're also great players. But it is a mistake because Barcelona have made it very clear. They're only going to be passing by once, and that is basically it. There is no second chances. Nico Williams could have been a very important player for Barcelona today. Seeing how Barcelona have been playing with Bernal, Pedri, Casado, Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, this dynamic, this environment that we have built, it would have been awesome to see Nico Williams today. So to me, it's a huge mistake on his part. Now, because he did not arrive and because Nico Williams chose to stay with Athletic Club, this is the reason why we continue to see Raphinha on the left wing. And ever since he did start this season, even in the preseason, Raphinha has been on fire. And maybe this could be a blessing in disguise because I believe that Raphinha is currently, I'm just saying for now, better than Nico Williams in almost everything. Maybe not on take-on ability because I think that Nico Williams is just a monster in terms of taking on players, and Raphinha is not really that type of player. But overall and everything else, Raphinha just seems like he has been the correct signing. Like Barcelona really did invest the 58 million euros well on this player. It has been justified. Raphinha is slowly showing that he has goals, he has creativity, he can play central, he can play on the left wing, he can play on the right wing. He played amazing back when he was with Leeds, saving them from relegation. He has the winning mentality. He went to Spain and he tried to show his best technical traits because that is what you do need in a league like Spain. In England, he showed his physicality. In Spain, now he's showing his technicality. So he always responds, and he was a standout performer for Barcelona in the last Champions League that we were in. So overall, Raphinha has been doing amazing, and he's slowly starting to become a undisputed starter for FC Barcelona, something that we couldn't even say 4 weeks ago. Remember, like I've said, everybody thought that Nico Williams was going to be the next great left winger for Barcelona this season, but it does seem like it is Raphinha. Maybe this whole thing about Barcelona getting denied by Nico Williams is a blessing in disguise, because who knows how far Raphinha can take Barcelona. Now, there's also another thing that Raphinha did say after the match was over between Real Valladolid and FC Barcelona, and he stated that today we have shown that Barcelona do not need any signings. And to me, I think that's wrong. I think that that is a little too cocky for him to say. Like, yes, I know that he scored 3 goals, right? He scored a hat-trick against Real Valladolid, but it is the wrong thing to say. I think that all of us can agree that Barcelona do need signings, because if Raphinha himself gets injured, who are we placing in that left wing position? Like literally, like try to answer yourself that question. Who would we place in case Raphinha does get injured? We don't really have anybody. I mean, yes, there is Ansu Fati, there is Ferran Torres, but right now at the level that Raphinha has been given, we don't really have a player like that. I do think that Barcelona do need 2 to 3 more signings to be fully reinforced in all areas of the pitch. Unfortunately, Barcelona cannot do that because of the financial constraints led by Javier Tebas. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. It's a little strange that he said that because yes, I understand that, you scored 3 goals. Barcelona have been doing great in their first 4 games in La Liga, but you cannot say, right, that Barcelona do not need any signings. There is at least 2 to 3 players that you can fit in there, like maybe Jonathan Tah, a reliable right winger for Lamine Yamal, because he cannot play all the minutes. And of course, a left winger that can be a backup to Raphinha could have been Coleman, but once again, Coleman found it tough to go to Barcelona because Barcelona had restrictions. Now, looking back at Raphinha and what he did in the previous season, back in the 2023-2024 season, he was ranked in first place in terms of assists per 90 with a total of 0.59. He was ranked in third place when it comes to goals and assists combined per 90 with a total of 0.99. He was ranked in first place in shots total per 90 with a total of 3.82. Eighth in the league in shots on target per 90 with a total of 1.32. He was ranked in second when it comes to shot creating actions per 90 with 5.86. Ranked in third place when it comes to goal creating actions per 90 with 0.86. And in that season, he played 37 matches, scored 10 goals, and provided 11 assists, contributing into a total of 22 goals. It was one hell of a season for Raphinha, and also that performance, right, that he has had against PSG, he really did show up, and he's only getting better by this season, because in the season before that one, which was his first season, back in 2022 and 2023, he played 50 games, which was a lot. He was used a lot. The reason why it dropped down to 37 in the next season, which was the second season, is because of injuries. But yeah, he played 50 matches in the 2022-2023 season, scoring 10 goals and providing 12 assists. There is more goal contributions here on this first season with Barcelona, but we have to remember that he played more games to get there. In his second season, he did not need a lot of games. He was very efficient. Every time he was on the pitch, he always provided a goal scoring opportunity no matter what. And so now it really does make me wonder, how good can Raphinha get in terms of stats with him being fully healthy this season? Because already he's been making a case on why he should be a undisputed starter. I mean, like, he scored 3 goals against Valladolid, and in total, in terms of goals and assists this season, he's been involved in a total of 5. He has 3 goals and provided 2 assists so far in La Liga, which means that he is ranked in second place in La Liga and right beneath Lewandowski. Like, think about that, right? Like, Raphinha has almost the exact same goal scoring numbers of Lewandowski. That's insane, because Lewandowski is just one hell of a striker, and you're telling me that Raphinha is getting close to that? And then you can see in third place we have Mingueza, a player that used to play for Barcelona. He has been involved in a total of 5 goals so far. I think that I believe he has 3 goals and 2 assists with Celta Vigo right now. It's just crazy, right? Mingueza is playing like Cafu, just out of nowhere. And then we have Lamine Yamal in 4th place, also with a total of 5. And then you have all the way at the bottom, you see Dani Olmo, who barely came to Barcelona. He has 2 goal contributions, and Vinicius with a total of 2. I don't see any other Brazilian player right now that is doing better than Raphinha. I do think that right now Raphinha is the best Brazilian player in La Liga. It is not Endrick, it is not Vinicius, it is not Rodrigo, it is not any Brazilian player in La Liga. It is only Raphinha right now, and that tells you a lot, because for a player that was not even considered to be as a real Brazilian player because he did not have the flair, the talent, the skill sets, right? A very boring type of player according to many football fans. For Raphinha to still be in second place in La Liga when it comes to goal contributions is a huge accomplishment. And because he has been so effective in the past 4 games, this is where he does rank right now in certain stats. For example, he is in second place when it comes to goals and assists within the top 5 leagues combined with a total of 5. He is in second place when it comes to shots on target with a total of 7 within the top 5 leagues. He's in first place in the league when it comes to key passes with a total of 12, and he's third place in the top 5 leagues when it comes to key passes with a total of 12. There's somebody else out there, I don't remember, that does have more key passes than Raphinha. Maybe it's in England, but as of now I don't know. But the fact that he's in third place, it's amazing. Then we can see here shot creating actions in La Liga, 5th place. Goal creating actions, he's in 4th place within the top 5 leagues. When it comes to carries into the penalty area within La Liga, he's in 2nd and 3rd within the top 5 leagues. So to me, it's starting to show that Raphinha can play anywhere, right? Because he used to only want to play as a right winger. I don't know if you guys remembered, but back in 2022 against Bayern, I believe after the match when Barcelona did lose 2-0, he looked very uncomfortable playing on the left flank. Like, he was like not having a good time. And I remember there were some reports about Raphinha telling Xavi Hernandez that he does not want to play in that section. He does not want to play as an attacking midfielder. He only feels comfortable playing on the right wing. And it did show on the pitch. Like, he did not look all right. And I think that slowly but surely he started to accept the reality that he was never going to see the right wing position consistently, because at that time we had Dembele, and then came Lamine Yamal when Dembele left, and then, you know, Raphinha was like, you know what, I have to work harder and become great and to become a better number 10 and a better left winger. And because of his mentality, because of his work ethic, now we're seeing today the fruits of his labor. Like, for example, I'm like, dude, like that cross that he made to Ferran Torres to score the 7th goal, I'm like, bro, you're not tired? Like, you're not like gassed out because of how many times you were running and sprinting through the full game? He was still able to make a very decisive, strong cross in the dying last minutes of the game. That is how strong Raphinha is from a physical standpoint. And then when we look at the heat map and how it compares to Raphinha's second season and the season that he is in today, you can see there's a lot of emphasis on him playing on the right wing position because he felt comfortable there, right? He was slowly becoming a 10, slowly becoming a left winger, and then right now you can see that he is everywhere. Like, he's literally everywhere and he's effective. I know that it seems a little unfair for me to show this right now because we're only 4 games in, but it's gonna evolve within the next 6 to 10 matches, and we will see more red on this graph here, but you can see that he is playing everywhere here on the left side of the map. And then when you really compare Raphinha right now to the Raphinha that we saw back in 2022, man, like all he wanted to do was play on the right wing position. He did not even want to touch the left side. He was scared. He did not even want to play as a attacking midfielder. There was no way. So right here you can see the evolution of the player, and I can't wait to see how his heat map does show by the end of this season, to see just where he was effective at, because I do think that his most redness area will probably be just outside the box, right through the middle. And so to me, buying Raphinha for 56 million euros, it is justified. I mean, like last season he justified it already, regardless of what he has done so far in the first 4 matches. Last season, 37 matches, 10 goals, 11 assists, justified. To put that into perspective, a player that they were applauding so much not too long ago was Dembele. Dembele last season, who was also bought for 50 million euros by PSG, played in a lower league, played 42 matches, which was 5 matches more than Raphinha, and scored 6 goals and provided 14 assists, being involved in a total of 20 goal contributions. Raphinha had 21 goal contributions, so with less games he was still able to defeat Dembele in terms of goal contributions. That's insane. And everybody was praising Dembele. They're like, oh my god, what a great winger, a great right winger, he's so dangerous. But everybody was shaming on Raphinha, and I'm like, dude, like, are you serious? You're not looking at his numbers correctly? Are we not putting his numbers into context? Raphinha is complete to me. We have definitely upgraded from a player like Dembele, in my opinion. He's more complete because point number 1, he's more defensive. He provides so much more defensive coverage and so much more pressing. And point number 2, he's versatile. Like, yes, I know that Dembele can play maybe as a central attacking midfielder, maybe as a left winger. We have seen that before, but Raphinha just does it better. And I think that all of us can agree on that. He does it much better. And so do I think that this Barcelona team could have benefited off of having Nico Williams this summer and having him in the team? Of course. But is Barcelona going to hurt with Raphinha on the pitch? No, I don't think so. I think that Raphinha is providing a phenomenal level. The signing of Nico Williams would have helped us in depth to make sure that we are always ready no matter what happens, no matter what injury crisis we do go through. But on a surface level, just looking at Raphinha and him starting, Barcelona can compete with him in the 11. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.